19. Renounce wisdom and reason. Forget trying to be clever and holy. People will be 100 times happier. Give up the rules for etiquette and being kind. Let go of morality and being righteous. People will live in ways natural to who they are. Eliminate production, industry, and profit. Robbers and thieves will disappear. Forget about books and the codes of behavior. People will cease worrying, judging. Stop scheming. Forget ingenuity. Simplicity will return. Life is a journey. Learn the language of the Tao. Find the center of your being and be still. Locate your selfish nature and release it. Untether your desires from their mooring. Reduce your world to simple essence. Stop breathing life into your attachments. Let things take their natural course. Be here now. "20. I am a guest in this world, so humbled by the infinity of choices, it seems there is no purpose in moving. Others chase excitement, rushing here and there, filling life with purpose. Yet I sit here, looking inward, taking it all in. I accept what is offered, declining to choose one thing over another. How much distance actually lies between good and bad? Is there really such a wide gulf between yes and no? Are success and failure so far apart that we cannot see that, like good, bad, yes, and no, they are born from the same mother? The mind inhabited by the 10,000 things keeps them all alive by feeding them, nourishing value as if it is virtue. I am a fool, an idiot, immune to the fears and abundance driving people. Why seek what they seek? Why fear what others fear? They scurry about, going places, pulling up roots and planting them wherever opportunities take them. Uncentered, people rejoice, feasting on the carcass of desire. I want none of that. My home is here, in the emptiness of the mind. All that we learn builds cages that we dress up to occupy ourselves, causing us nothing but trouble by sheltering us in meaning, each a phantom driven to protect us from oneness. clarity and thinking need languages for their constructions. Where others seek the hard and the firm, I remain soft. Where others find direction in the light, I receive light in the dark. Where others become practiced, I am like a newborn, filled with ignorance and unmet potential. My life is meaningless. I am as aimless as the wind, adrift on the uncharted sea. I feel the waves beneath me coming and going and welcome them without inquiry or fear, like guests rapping on my door. What value is there standing sentry at a gateway always open? Why protect what cannot be taken? Why feed myself from the markets where the crowds shop? The storehouse of the great eternal mother is always open. Indeed, I am different, simple and unsophisticated, and wanting for nothing. Everything is at hand. '21. Unflinching, the sage pursues the perfection emanating from within every form of the 10,000 things. The essence within every being, the stillness within all movement. Though formless itself, the Tao gives rise to all expression, each relentlessly appropriate, every form true to itself. The sage tracks the solitude of being with her empty mind. Though elusive, the Tao expresses itself in plain sight for all to see. The sage sees everything as a portal revealing the timeless mysteries of existence. Though hidden, the Tao weaves in silence the language of whatever the sage needs to hear for her heart to find the way. From the most ancient of all times, the Tao permeates the still point of every heart, its name written in the wind and fluttering leaves. Every one of the 10,000 things can pronounce it, but most, except for the sage, hear only the chatter of birds and branches, forgetting to witness the totality of all that is happening at the door. The skin, of the surface, of the shape, of the form. The Tao has 10,000 ways to configure its nature appropriate to every being. How do I know all this? As I always have. I wait. I listen to the silence. It tells me everything. 22. Forget knowing where you are going. Be here now. Give way to conquer the elements. Adapt, bend, yield. Mold yourself to circumstances. Empty every cavern inside you to achieve fullness. Exhaust yourself to find renewal. Seeking solidarity will weigh you down. Stop possessing. Reduce. Unburden. Become your essence. Surrender to everything, and everything becomes available. Holding anything gives power to what you hold. Too much causes confusion, disrupts balance. Attachments murder clarity. If you seek wholeness, let yourself come apart. To be straight, learn the arts of flexibility. If you want things to come to you, let everything go. To be reborn, die. The sage approaches existence armed with emptiness. He serves the Tao because he sees what can be done. Because he stays out of his own way, what to do becomes clear. He never needs to show a compass or prove anything. Without goals clouding his mind, every path holds success. He earns trust by cultivating virtue in the community. His words are precious. People listen. Without self-reference, people see themselves in him. By following, the sage is always in command. Because he does not talk about himself, he is appreciated. Gathering respect, making people feel honored by who they are. He gives no thought to merit, to status, or to acclaim. By serving as an instrument of the Tao, the sage lives true to himself, ready to turn one leaf over to reveal another, moving fluently through the interplay of light and shadow as the birth and passing of the Tao, expressing itself. '23. The language of nature is the Tao. The language of the Tao is nature. Mindful of this, the sage speaks little, letting actions speak louder than words. Nature keeps conversations short, to the point. Strong winds come and go. When clouds obscure the sun, they too will soon pass. Rains do not last forever. Be like the winds and the rain. Express yourself with precision, then be silent. If you open yourself to the Tao, your nature will be embraced by the oneness that is the Tao. Becoming lost and befriending loss shades relations with the Tao. If you invite loss, judgment, or virtue, it will be as if windows in your home have been thrown open on a stormy day. All the elements, good and bad, swirling about your domain, each a voice needing to be heard. How can we tell them apart? Let them in. They are all temporary. Nothing lasts forever. Trust the Tao, and you will be trusted. Trust nature, and it will become your teacher. When there is no distance between you and the Tao, people will come to trust you as a force of nature. Trust your nature, and everything will find its place. "24. Seek balance. Know your limits and your roots. A tree planted in too little soil is likely to topple. Unless you are a dancer, standing on tiptoes is unstable. Rushing ahead may separate you from the pack, but long strides and a fast pace are not sustainable. Be mindful. Make haste slowly. Pack lightly. Avoid unnecessary baggage on the journey. Illuminate the actions of others. Pointing light toward oneself turns people off. Everyone is repulsed by fruits of self-interest. They see self-righteousness and look away. Find the script for navigating your being in the Tao. Blank pages hold infinite potential. One who defines himself does not know who he is. One who crows about himself has nothing to say. One who seeks power cannot empower himself. Self-indulgence festers in the soul, contorts the body, makes one ugly. Why perform such feats of self-destruction? Work may feed the body, but it can fuel distrust, whether there can be enough. Distrusting makes us untrustworthy. Be patient. Find your path in the Tao. To be in accord with the Tao, awaken your right livelihood. Then do your job and let go. 25. In the beginning, before heaven and earth, there was great mystery, seeding its own uncertainty, underwriting everything prior to anything becoming, being before evolving into its own being, beyond character, beyond form, beyond the 10,000 things. The eternal mother is the source of everything, unmoving, unified, and unchanging. It is the dark silence of the infinite void, that which is both nameless and beyond names. How can we describe it? Needing a way to talk about it and lacking a way. Some call it the Tao. Yet, even the Tao, with its infinite capacity, cannot name the nameless. And so it must be the way that is not the way. The Tao is all that which is, inside all forms and beyond the beyond, the center of the still point around which all existence turns, towards which everything that is destined to return. The Tao makes the cosmos infinite, beyond any concept. The Tao makes heaven whole, a reflection beyond description. The Tao makes earth eternal, beyond any measure of time. It enables humanity to appreciate the Tao by revealing itself as the endless source of a mystery to be trusted, transcending all the capacities of the human mind. People listen to the chatter of the 10,000 things to uncover ways to recognize the path that is no path, found beyond the names and the forms that point to the nameless and the formless. The Tao is everywhere and nowhere, empty with infinite potential and lacking nothing, unchanging yet eternally becoming itself through the evolving manifestations of the 10,000 things. And so it is, as it is, always has been, and always will be. Everything follows the Tao, and the Tao follows itself. "26. The Tao is the unmoved mover. It is stillness, the master of restlessness. It is gravity, the anchor for the 10,000 things. It is change, the way the illusion of time manifests. Without principles, existence would fall apart into chaos. Thus, without inner, the outer would not be. Held together by the still point at the center, around which every part of existence finds its place. The sage is a relentless traveler, going far with little baggage, but never leaving home. However magnificent what she experiences, she calmly situates herself in the serenity of the Tao, mindful that silence and stillness bring forth the infinite potential of boundless opportunity to witness change. When a scarlet macaw chooses to nest near you, why venture far for a chance to see a crow? Important people complicate life with elaborate stories from adventures carrying them far and wide. But do not be deceived. They too appreciate a home cooked meal. Without nourishment, roots wither. When traveling, remember the way home. When people tether themselves to restless spirits, silence and stillness become orphans. 27. The sage is always aligned with virtue. Wherever she goes, she spreads light. She leaves no trace. A midwife for truth, she furthers the Tao to everyone's benefit. Mindful, her actions and words never harm. Generous, she gives without keeping score. Perceptive, she anticipates, knowing where to be and what to do. She serves wherever injustice, imbalance, or needs arise. When she is finished, she moves on without need for credit, validation, or blessing. For the sage, the Tao is enough. Good travelers live for the journey, not the destination or the anticipation of arriving. Good scientists keep their horizons clear and their minds open. Visionaries cultivate intuitions and mystery, not plans. Discoveries never take place in journals without any blank pages. The best door needs no guard. It prevents entry without lock or key. Why tie knots when a strap placed properly keeps everyone out? Silence at the right moment stops speech in its tracks. Following the path of light, the sage gives herself to all encounters as a virgin block of wood awaits the lathe, eternally receptive to the Tao's unspoken intent about what is so and what is possible. Only one who sets himself aside can receive the sage's teaching. It is a big blunder to think otherwise. Available to anyone, the sage illuminates everyone's potential. Who imagines caging the wind with frames of human reference? Who is good but one who can turn bad toward good? What is bad but an opportunity awaiting the good? Who can teach but for one not already free from answers? Who can learn except for one guided by questions? It is easy to be lost when your direction is uncertain. It is harder to remain lost when certainties surround you like sharks. The secret is listening to the darkness and letting the Tao reveal the mysteries of the way.